let's continue from where we left off in the previous video. So we had 5 variables here. Name, which was a string, num was an integer, decimal was a float value, isTrue was a Boolean value, and my var was non-type. And you can see here when we printed the type, we had string for name, int for integer num, float for decimal, bool as a Boolean for isTrue, and then we had non-type for my var, which is none. Now, how exactly can you name this variable? Can I have a special character, for example, like, I don't know, maybe add exclamation mark, this sort of thing? Well, there are a few rules. You can actually use alphabetical characters. So lowercase a to z is fine. Uppercase a to z is fine. If it's long, for example, you could say name teacher equals neural encoding, right? So this is acceptable. I have an underscore and then I have a capital letter here. It's fine, but you are not allowed to start with a number. So let's say I had 9 at first. You can see it's red now. I have a red line under this variable now. So you're not allowed to start with something like this here. And also you can start, for example, with something like this. You know, I have a single quotation mark, which is a special character. No, it will think that you're starting to create a string. So like this is invalid. The rule that you have to remember is you can start from A to Z, lowercase or uppercase, but you cannot use a number to start the variable name. However, you can also have an underscore as the first character, which is allowed. I do not recommend it. There is a way in Python where you define some form of private data, and usually you would have like underscore at the beginning, but this is not yet at our beginner level, so I'm not going to talk about this. Just remember here, underscore, uppercase A to Z, lowercase a to Z, those 3 are fine to begin. So let's have underscore here just to drive the point home. Lowercase n, this one will be uppercase D. Then here I'm going to have isTrue. The underscore is already here in the middle. And this one here, I'm going to change it to one word, but with an uppercase letter in the middle. All those 5 types are correct. It's either underscore, lowercase a to z, uppercase a to z, underscore in the middle, or uppercase letter in the middle. So those 5 ways are perfectly fine. You can have a number if you want, for example, towards the end, like 8 here, isTrue 8, that one you can do it. And to prove this to you, I'm even going to have isTrue 8 here. Sorry, it should be this one, isTrue 8, and there is no red line here. If I press Shift Enter, let me just refresh this cell at the top. Now I'm going to press Shift Enter and it still runs perfectly well. It says bool. I just think it's not a very neat way of defining your values. So just avoid numbers altogether in your variable names. So anyway, now let's fix this thing properly because right now we've broken the logic. So we had name teacher here. We had decimal, which was uppercase D. I believe I'm going to fix that. You see I have red lines all over. isTrue, I've removed the 8s. And then my var here has changed to no underscore, but capital V. Okay, now let's refresh the whole thing and we should get no error. I've just run the full file and all the values are working just fine.